And hello to all my friends. I'd like to welcome you in. My name is Scott Sagent. I'm here to do your free psychic tarot reading for October 2021. And before we get started on that, I need to take about 30 seconds to do a quick drawing here for the free readings I'm giving away on Facebook every single month. So make sure you follow that. The link is in the description. So we're giving away 10 free readings here. I'm going to draw some names. This is the You and Me sweepstakes giveaway for October. We have 4 My Month winners and then 1 grand prize winner. So the My Month is a short and sweet little audio personalized file. It's a very popular product of mine. And these people will be winning that. We have Tracy L. and Tammy S. We also have Courtney S. and Ashley G. Laura A. and Monica C. Rhonda B. and Kelsey J. And then the grand prize winner for the 30-minute readings for the You and a Friend will be Esther M. and Mandy V. So congratulations to all 10 winners. You will be receiving those in the month of October. Again, please remember to follow the Facebook page and like the page so that you can be a part of future giveaways. And all these products are available on the website, scottsagent.com. And now back to your October reading. All right, Aquarius, they have dialed up for you a 4-corner spread that looks at the 4 main areas in tarot that people ask about, such as love, health, finance, and work. We're going to take a peek at all 4 of them. They have asked that we do no extra at the end. I always give that option, and they said no, so that basically means that they want to focus on the main spread, the main meat and potatoes of the reading, and usually that's because there's a lot to unpack and digest in there. So it's going to be interesting to see. Let's go ahead and get started. I already have the cards shuffled. I do that ahead of time to save time. So now I'm going to bring you in so you can watch. Go ahead and hit that like button and build up the energy in here. There we go. So what I'm doing now, I like to do on camera, they're my ritual cuts, basically cuts the deck into 3 different pieces and puts it back together in a separate order. That satisfies the ritual aspect of tarot, and it's the same procedure as if you're getting a personal private reading from me. And then they're ready to run. So here we go, Aquarius for October. I can already tell this is going to be quite a fascinating set here. Quite an interesting lineup. Okay, let me check my inverts real quick because there are quite a few. 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 11. 7 out of 11, so that's going to be a discard. So there's the discard. That means we have to upright them all. I always like to give them the option to do that. I read upright and inverted, but they say if there's like 2/3 or more inverted, you're supposed to upright them. Well, I don't do that automatically. What I do is I give them a discard. I give them a chance to say, you know, do you want this upright? Do you want this inverted? So in this case, they wanted everything upright, and in this case, it should be easier to read that way. That's actually why it's done. So there we go. I think everybody's on camera. I just need one more card here, Oracle card. It's going to be that one. And we're all set. So let's get to it, Aquarius. Here we go. I'm going to leave work and finance for last. Those are your bigger themes. We're going to kind of go health, love, and then over there. So the first thing they want to talk about for health is that a lot of you are not really sure on which way you should take things right now. This is not something that you're really bothered by, but at the same time, it's something you're thinking about. There's something in regards to health that has been on your mind, you're thinking about. It's just not like a huge deal right now, and that's good because when this card comes up, it's the 2 of Swords. It's basically saying that just because you don't see which way to go, like everything's going to be fine. You don't need to see really to drive this way, to drive the choice of the fork in the road at least. There is an aspect here of social, emotional health coming up as social. A lot of times this can be going out with friends and stuff like that. So just make sure that you're getting fulfilled socially, like with people, because, you know, some people get have tendencies to, just be very isolated and, not get out of the house and just do things with, a closed group of friends or a small group of family. It's really good as human beings to, spread your social circle out and, get in touch with old friends that perhaps you haven't for a while, or family members. Good time to see them as well. All that stuff comes up right now in your health corner. So October is a good month to do any of that. So that's what I have for health. Pretty simple theme there. Not really a lot to say because there's, what advice do you give about that? It's just kind of talking about what's going on. Now, when we get up to your love, now here is, they dropped a doozy on us here for love. Starting at the beginning, what they want to address, this is not going to be for everybody, of course, but they're talking about war and chaos here. So this is a turbulent time in a love relationship or a love corner, and your love corner does expand out to your family and also your close friends. Pretty much anybody close to your heart can come up here, and that's key in a four corners because for me to give you that context, because it's not going to apply to everybody the same way. So when they talk about that war and chaos, they're talking about hardships and getting through things, and basically it's going to be a fight. It's not like going to come easy this month in October. So I don't know if they're talking about things that are going to happen or if they're talking about kind of the transition and how things have gone, but it shows that this is a time to fight. It's fight. It's a fight. It's wins and losses. It's a battle. It's determination. It is really kind of not giving up. It's the fight. It's the fight. The next card that we have here is the Death card. It doesn't mean a bad thing. I usually read the Death card as quite a good thing because it's a brand new clean slate. So for a lot of you, Aquarius, you could be going through a complete renewal as far as your love corner, love and relationship, or, usually that has less to do with family, but also friends. This could be like a brand new clean slate with friends. Maybe you've done some kind of friend purge or something like that. But, the Death card coming up like that, I don't view it as a bad thing whatsoever. It's just, a brand new beginning of some sort. And it's the kind of new beginning that's completely brand new, like energetically, like nothing is the same anymore. So it's a chance to do something different and to do it, the way you want to do it right. Now there is the Heartbreak card coming up here, unfortunately. So that tells me that a lot of you are feeling that way right now. So whether this is, a new beginning that you are not necessarily wanting to do, maybe you went through a breakup and you're forced to do this clean slate new beginning through the Death card. The relationship is death, Anyway, we have the Three of Swords here, and this is some kind of level of heartbreak in your love corner. It might not even be you. I don't want to tag it down too tight because, this could be somebody that's really close to you. Like I mentioned, your family and friends, anybody close to your heart. And if they're feeling this way themselves, it affects you because you care about them. So that can also come up. So anyway, we have heartbreak up here, and it is the harsh kind. It is not easy. And, the message for that is that, it's not forever. This is a transitory thing. It's not like you're going to feel this way forever. It just is what it is right now. And, you got to do what you got to do to get through it. And with the Swords suit, swords are always very cerebral. It's very mental. So this might not even be like a physical thing. This could be very much in your head, depending on where you are in the Aquarius spectrum and what you're going through. So those are kind of the challenges in your love corner. Hopefully you can find the context of how that applies to you. Now as we move into, let's do finance first. Finance and then work. We'll end with the big one. For finance, they say a lot of you Aquariuses, to your credit, are doing a really good job with nurturing your work corner. Doing a really good job. And you're going to have to continue to do that because you're going to be challenged. They really say that you have to be the boss. So a lot of you may actually be the boss, but it's the same energy and the same vibe as what's being asked of you, what's being required. Like, you need to act like the boss even if you're not. So you have to kind of take charge. You have to step up take on maybe extra responsibilities, stuff like that. And coming up in your financial corner, it's not so much about just taking charge at work, but really taking charge of your finances, getting them in order. They have the judgment card here. So a lot of you are blowing the horn on something here. You're making major decisions in October that are going to affect your finances. So I don't know if this is budgeting or if it's, deciding certain things you're going to add to your spending or take away from, or what it is for you specifically. But major decisions are being made in October, and I view it as a good thing. I don't see anything negative in here at all. And even if you have no idea what I'm talking about right now, and you have financial decisions to make, it seems like a good month to do it. I see no resistance against it at all. It seems like the universe is actually working in your favor toward making financial decisions this month in October. Which, leads me right into the moon cycles. I like to give you guys the moon cycle forecast every single month in my reading so you know what's coming. And October 6th, we have the new moon. That's when you want to bring something into your life and manifest something new into it. Doesn't matter what it is, whether it's a new love or a new health aspect or something new with work, a new enterprise, business, and anything. Doesn't matter. Beginning of the month. Much better time to do that. If you try to do it in a different part of the month, it can still be done. It'll just be a little bit more complex. Now, we have the full moon energy, the end of the month. That's October 20th. That's when you want to get something out of your life that just doesn't fit anymore. Something you need to purge out. It doesn't matter if it's a person, things, emotional baggage, habits, any of that stuff, much better placed toward the end of the month. Now, I've put together a moon cycle cheat sheet. It's a little reference guide, and it's absolutely free. All you have to do is sign up to the newsletter to get that. It's at the very bottom of my website, scottsagent.com. You put in your first name, email address, you send that off. I send you back your moon cycle cheat sheet. And that is a reference guide that goes through the end of the year. So it's not even just good for October. It's good through November and December as well. So it's just a reference tool, a visual aid to help you navigate major decisions in your life. Because using that lunar energy, it just helps things flow quite a bit easier. So absolutely take advantage of that. Now as we get into your work corner, work is the big one. The very first thing they talk about is going at it alone. So I don't know if a lot of you are deciding to work for yourself or considering it. Or maybe you already are for a lot of you. That's what comes up. It's either working alone or it's being guided in your work corner. The hermit can be both. So either somebody is really helping you out, and it might not even be like a person like physically. This could be like spirit guide stuff also. Guardian angel type stuff. You're being guided in regards to your work decisions, your work corner. And your work corner can expand out to business area, business, entrepreneurship, college courses if you're in that, anything new you're learning, retirement if you're of that age. So all that stuff. It's a pretty big corner. So they're talking about either alone or being guided. So figuring out where that starts is a big key to where we go next. Now they do show there is a little booger in there about sickness. So a lot of you are having a hard time perhaps with if it's a transition, if it's a change, maybe some of you are having a hard time with it. They show kind of mental anguish, or it could even be like stress. It could be like stress popping up in your work corner, or maybe being overwhelmed with whatever this is. But they do show that a lot of you in October will be tested with lessons you've already learned. And they show that you do a really good job with that too, Aquarius. I mean, they're giving you quite a bit of compliment here between the finance and then now in the work corner. They're saying you do a good job of that, but at the same time, you will be tested again in your work corner with lessons that you should already know. So the universe is going to see, well, does Aquarius really know this? Did they really pass the test? Do they really know are they going to handle this stress well? Whatever it is. So there is also the Observer card coming up for the Oracle card, which is interesting because that's saying that you're kind of looking at this from a distance. And, maybe they want you to kind of not be so front burner here. Maybe they want you to take more of a backseat approach in regards to work and enterprise for the month of October. Maybe just kind of like kind of hang to the back a little bit and observe, see what's going on, because it's either alone or the guidance part. I have to go back to that, because really that's the key. That is the driver to this whole entire thing. It's one way or the other. We have alone or being guided. So whatever that is to you is the key to this whole thing, and just to watch and see what's going on and watch this situation in your work corner unfold, and basically don't act on it. Just watch it happen and then act afterwards. So that's going to conclude all of that. I do have to say that, the Aquarius energy, we have a bunch of Aquariuses joining. This is a big bubble energy group here. This is a general reading for a reason. It's general. So if you're looking for private messages, personal messages specific to you, I do offer private readings on my website, scottsagent.com. That's going to wrap us up here. I do thank you for joining me. It has been a pleasure. Please remember to like and subscribe so you can see all the future videos, and tell a friend, and I will see you all in November.